Folks, I'm going to show you how to change the fluid on your 2006 Toyota Avalon. It's a V6 and it has a dipstick. I don't know if you can see it right there. The yellow is my dipstick. This is my transmission fluid. So you just pull this back. So as long as you have a dipstick, you should be able to change your transmission fluid. So you're going to need a 10 millimeter Allen type wrench, and I've already jacked up the car. So when we go underneath, this is the bottom. Back here's the oil plug on the passenger side. Right back there, you don't want to do that. Touch that. You move back to your driver's side. You can see it. Where is it here? Right there. I've loosened it up already. Again with the 10 millimeter Allen bit wrench. And I'll show you that in a second. Let me start draining this. I'm using an Allen wrench. I just didn't have the adapter for the socket, my ratchet, so I used a pair of vice grips to loosen it. As you see, I'm loosening it. It's loosened. I'm just going to drain it, pull the plug out, and let her drain. There we go. See, it's draining. Alright, just to show you guys, I pulled out the drain plug, and while it's draining, I was told that you may see metal particles. This thing's pretty clean to me, but I'm going to go ahead and clean it out and let you know what I find. There's the washer, aluminum, which I will be removing and replacing. It just pulls off like this. You just pull it right off. Hard to do with one hand, but I'll pull that off and replace it if I can find one. If not, I'll have to run to the store, pick one up. I cleaned out the drain plug, and it looked like it was dirt. You can look at before and after, or it may have been small metal particles, but as you can see, it's pretty much all cleaned out, nice and shiny. So yeah, after that, a couple of minutes, finish draining, and I'm going to be replacing with the Avalon Max Life ATF. Now, Toyota says it only recommends the WS fluid, but this fluid in fact is WS compatible, and Toyota, my understanding is, been reading a lot, is that it should not void the warranty as long as you're using a compatible fluid. So my understanding, what I'm going to go for is the Avalon Max Life. And okay, so it's pretty much drained out now. I've lowered my jack just to stabilize the car, move the liquid to the side, jacked it back up, and I would say it's pretty much done. So now I'm just going to replace the washer put on and the bolt back, the hex bolt. Put that in there. There you go. That's on. Get my hex key and just tighten it up. Again, it should be a torque spec, but I just don't have a torque wrench. I'll do it on the second drain. Again, this car recommends, well, you're not going to drain all the fluid, so my understanding is about 40% will be drained. So I plan on doing this 3 times over the course of this month, just to ensure that it's fully drained. I understand you should not do the power flush on these, either the flush tranny. And I'm going to just tighten it up a little more, and right back. So there's the old fluid right there. It's pretty dark, and what I was told that I should do is measure how much I pulled out of the old flush and I'm simply using a measuring cup. Measure that out and just drain it into a empty container for later disposal. I'll let you know how much I pulled out, but it certainly doesn't look like the 4 liters that they say should come out. Looks like a little less. So I've drained into a cup just to know exactly how much I took out, and I took out exactly 6 of these. So 6 of them would be approximately, well, it is 3.5 liters. The container has 3.8 liters, so I'm angled this way. I'm just gonna measure exactly 6 more and put them back. Drain it back into, right here's a dipstick. So show you there. Stick on the side, and I'm gonna begin draining. Right in there, I'm gonna put a funnel right in there. I may have a smaller one, but for now I think that'll do. And I'm going to begin filling this up 6 times with the new transmission fluid, and then filling it. Okay, so I'm done. I just added back the new transmission fluid, and again I removed 6 or 3.5 liters using a measuring cup, and I've measured again 3.5 liters back in to the funnel and into the transmission casing. So remove that, wipe your stick, and reinsert it. I'm going to start it up for a few minutes. Comparison of the old fluid out on the right and the new fluid. What a difference. See how dirty and brown it was. The car has 104,000 miles, so I thought it was time to change it. So I just took it for a ride. It seems to be shifting a little smoother. It wasn't that bad to begin with, but I mean, you save yourself a couple of $100 by doing it yourself. Again, you've only removed 30 or 40% of fluid, so if you do it 2 times, 3 times, 3 times actually within a month, you should get all brand new fluid in there. So I hope you enjoyed this video.